you to help me navigate the web of conversations that we would have today. And most importantly, this very conversation is supposed to be your opinions, all about your thoughts, all about the answers you will give to the questions I will ask. And it's very important because we understand the hardship in the country, and it behoves on those in government or in the space of authority to ensure that they lessen this hardship that we feel or experience as a people, right? And on the show this very hour, we will be looking at policing in Rivers State. Now, remember, yesterday I brought you a story, but before I tell you about that story all over again, I'd like to remind you, you're listening to Hard Facts on 92.3 Nigeria Info, and I'm yours truly, Kalada Kurubatabo. Remember, you can follow the show live on Facebook, on YouTube, and you can interact with us because we are active on X as well, Nigeria Info PH for all platforms. But just in case you are an Instagram person, it is Nigeria Info FM _PH. All right, that being said, you could also follow me on social media, dkalada, THEKALADA. It's always a pleasure having you interact with me on the show Hard Facts. Okay, so what am I talking about? The Rivers State Police Command yesterday told us it arrested 3 of its officers for engaging in corrupt practices against motorists under the Rumokoro flyover on Tuesday. Public Relations Officer of the Rivers State Command, Grace Iringe Koko, in a statement named the officers as Inspector Sarah and NDA, Inspector Caroline Promise, and Inspector Christiana Jatao. SP Iringe Koko said the officers were arrested following a coordinated, now emphasis on this, now I do love this part of the story, following a coordinated monitoring patrol by operators from the Commissioner of Police Monitoring Unit. She also said 2 of the officers, Inspectors Caroline Promise and Christiana Jatao, were arrested while conducting this unprofessional behavior while on mufti, which contravenes police standards. According to the statement, the officers were captured on video by mobile phone, providing clear evidence of the action. She also said that during a search on the officers, the money taken from the motorists were recovered. She said the officers are currently detained and awaiting appropriate disciplinary measures. The statement further reiterated the Commissioner's commitment to upholding professional integrity and assuring the public that any personnel found violating the principles of the service will be held accountable. Once again, I am Kalada Kurubat. But now, I'd like to start with this. Now, you would hear people before now say, oh, the corruption in the police runs deep. Some would say, oh, it is supported by the people in the higher echelon of the police. However, in recent times, we have heard the Inspector General of Police continually warn, especially police officers, not to attach his name to any corrupt practice, especially when it has to do with extortion. Now, you remember a case when somewhere in Ozwoba, a man was extorted by the police in dollars, by the way. Huge amount was taken, and some of his properties also taken from his apartment. And when the matter was pursued by human rights activists and even the media, we were told that the money had been shared and some of it was sent to the Inspector General of Police. And that's why some people will continually say, just maybe the corruption runs deep in the police. However, the new CP, the new sheriff in town, has decided to launder the image of the police. Change. As a matter of fact, it's not even with the new CP. I've realized that with 2 or 3 commissioners of police in Rivers State, there has been that attempt to change the perception of people, the Nigerian people, and how they see the police. There has been that intentionality to change Nigeria's perception of the police. However, the first question is it working? yesterday I tried to have this conversation, but like I said and mentioned not too long ago, the conversation was drowned in the political imbroglio in Rivers State. So a lot of people prefer talking about the political matters rather than this. And so I've separated it from the political imbroglio. And I want to ask the question because I went round setting junctions today after this happened. I did pass through Eliozu. Is it Elios now they call it? And I did not see police under the flyover like I usually would. No, I didn't see. I passed through Rumokoro early this morning and later in the day, and I did not see the usual police checkpoints. On my way out yesterday evening along Obirikwere, I did not see police checkpoints. I did not see police checkpoints on my way past. Did I see yesterday at Iwof? Did I pass Iwof Fair yesterday? Now, I don't think I did. Maybe I'll check today. Right, but what I'm trying to say, the usual places that I would see checkpoints, I am no longer seeing them. Right, and I do not know if it is like that in your own vicinity. So we'll look at that. That will be the second question. What is the current situation of checkpoints in your area? I do not know how the story of 3 officers being arrested has affected, policing in Rivers State, most especially the capital or the Port Harcourt metropolis. I should mention that I did see a traffic warden at Elios. She was doing her work dutifully. I don't think she interacted with bus drivers or taxi drivers like, we would usually see the police do. You know what I mean when I say that. So I'm not bothered. Could this also mean that checkpoints are being withdrawn from the roads? Because we need to take into consideration or cognizance the importance of checkpoints, that even though sometimes these officers can get carried away with, tithes and offerings, there is still the positive angle to checkpoints where, cars are checked and criminals are apprehended and people who are meant to face the wrath of the law are made to face the wrath of the law. So the big question I want to ask on the show today is, how important do you think checkpoints in Rivers State are? Do you think we need checkpoints in Rivers State? Remember, we don't have enough police in Nigeria to police all of Nigeria. Even in Rivers State, we don't have enough police or manpower to police Rivers State. So we would have to manage the little resources that we have. How best then, if you are one of those kicking against checkpoints, how best then can we, police Rivers State? With the current cost of petrol, I don't think I would advise, patrolling like it used to be in the past. But then how best can we police Rivers State if checkpoints are not there? But if checkpoints are there as well, there is the tendency and the proclivity that it may result into tithes and offerings, right? And these officers becoming bishops on our roads. So I don't know. I want to get your thoughts. I want to get your view on this issue. Tell me what it is like. What is your police experience in your area as of now, especially after 3 officers? And do you think this is another promise by those in authority that may never be kept? Because this is not the first commissioner of police in Rivers State that has promised to apprehend officers who are engaging in malpractices. This is not the first. This is not the first commissioner of police who also sent his monitoring unit to go and monitor police officers who are on the road in Rivers State. However, it seems like it is very difficult to stop old habits, bad habits. All right, so let's get your thoughts. The phone lines are open. Like I asked yesterday, can you tell me the places where there are checkpoints? And the reason why this conversation is not because I want you to what's the word now? Because I want you to bash. Is bash the right word to describe it? Because I want you to be spiteful when it comes to the police. No, that's not the point. The point is we are trying to help the monitoring units sanitize, the system, and your help and your opinion is necessary and needed, and that's the conversation. And we could extend it, because I had an experience today. We could extend it to collection of taxes by tax forces in Rivers State and in the various local governments. I will not tell you my experience, maybe some other time, but I'd like to know what your experiences are as well as that. Like I said, I went across some places today in the Port Harcourt metropolis, just a follow-up to what happened yesterday or what was reported yesterday, and I want to get your thoughts. I really would love to. 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, 0817 923 0007. Those are the call numbers, and I really would like to hear your voice, but more importantly, your opinion. WhatsApp number 0809 030 6416. All right. My call screener is taking a break, so I'm going to take the calls myself. 92.3 Nigeria Info, your name, your location, and your contribution.
Hi, good evening.
It's still afternoon in my space. Good afternoon to you. But let's get your thoughts. What is it like? What is your police experience? Sorry, welcome.
Thank you. Well, in my area, especially when I'm coming from Africa to Port Harcourt, and I don't think it to be the checkpoint so much. I've not been to the north, but just that I've been there. Say, let's
leave the north. Let's focus where we are right now, Rivers State. Let's not do comparisons. Let's focus.
I'm back here now.
All right.
So they say the checkpoints there are so much, even especially in Rivers State, it is much more, than when you go to other parts of the country. So, but I don't think it's a good experience. And every time especially when I'm in the public transport, I will hear the driver, the policeman, monster. I was thinking, something, what's that? Why are you greeting him morning in this evening now? It's not money, no. He's saying money, M-O-N-Y, money, sir. It's money. I say, what? So it's money, sir. You have to greet them with money. They say, yes, so if you don't want to be, that's the work they're doing. That's what so you have to say them. Money, sir. I say, wow, this is a new one for me. So, but I've never experienced anything before. But there was a time I lost my driver's license. I checked because I took it to entered the bank with it, and it was in my purse. It was not a good experience, honestly.
Okay.
All my papers, the driver's license was in my paper, and I didn't carry that purse. I did not know I didn't put it back into the car. So the experience, I have to pass it something, honestly, seriously.
All right. So
the experience is not good at all.
All right. Thank you, Muriel. Thank you for your thoughts there. But more like, I want, personal experiences. Have you seen them collecting tithes and offerings in recent times? You know why I call it tithes and offerings, right? In recent times, have you seen them collecting it? What is the current state of checkpoints in your area? Because like I said in Elios, I did not see the usual police vans parked under the flyover there. I did not see under the flyover of Rumokoro. I think I did not see Adobiri Query as well. So I want to get what your personal experience, and how do you think we should handle checkpoints in Port Harcourt Metropolis and the rest of Rivers State? Just stay tuned. I'll be right back. Right, you're welcome back. 27 minutes, getting past 4 p.m., and you're still listening to Hard Facts on 92.3 Nigeria Info. I am Kaladakuru Batsboy, and yes, we're looking at the police. It is something I would like to describe as amazing happened yesterday. The police, arrested its own officers for extortion, for collecting money from motorists along Rumokoro axis of Port Harcourt Metropolis, under the flyover to be precise. And they were caught red-handed. They were caught, with video evidence. They were also seen with monies collected from motorists. And I'm asking what your experience is like. Do you think we should have police checkpoints across the state, across the Port Harcourt metropolis, given the fact that we don't have enough manpower in the police to police Nigeria, talk more of River State? That's the conversation we're having. But more importantly, I don't want to make it a one-sided conversation. I do understand that I cannot bring a police officer into the studio except he is in the capacity of the PRO. And so I would like the police officers to call anonymously as well and, tell us why the things are the way they are when it comes to them standing on the road and why they act in that manner. I like to hear their own side of the story as well. So let's have the conversation. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. WhatsApp number 0809 0306 Now, if there's anything, I would like to say the number of conversations about police brutality in River State, may have just reduced. I've used the word may because I'm not certain as to the statistics, right? But the reports we used to get in the numbers, we don't get those numbers anymore. So could that also be a good one based on the nationality of the police to redeem its image as the police being our friend? Well, let's get your thoughts and let's talk for development. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. So the call screener is back, and I've got Alex. And Alex is calling from Onne. Alex, welcome.
Good afternoon, Kalada.
Yeah, good afternoon.
I am calling from Onelga. Don't recall precisely.
Oh, Onelga. My apologies. Welcome, Alex. Let's talk, please.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You see, what actually happened is good for the image of Nigerian police.
Okay.
I am not a policeman, but I love police. They're about securing the places. That is their major objective. Any place you don't see a police officer on the road, there is security threat on that particular issue. So as to say. But I will always advocate for them to do their job professionally. What do I mean by that? Wherever there is checkpoint, I think the DPO or any other person in question heading that unit should know the particular set of officers that he or she sent to that particular location. Now, the people, that is the officers, doing legitimate business, as long as this particular area I am now, they are still at their post, doing their normal stop and search, as well as securing the place. That's exactly what I mean by that.
Okay.
So,
and they are doing it professionally, in your opinion.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Now, so and that's what I want the police checkpoint to be in everywhere around River State as well as Nigeria as a whole. Thank you and have a nice day.
All right, Alex. Thank you for calling all the way from Onelga. Zion is calling from GRA. Zion, what is it like in GRA as of now?
Well, in our own side, I would say that there are no checkpoints. But on the route, especially the Eastern Bypass, that from that Hyper City, before you can get to Agri Road, you get about 4 checkpoints. They all collect money.
Did you pass there today? I'm looking for current
collect money. The arrest of those females is a vendetta. And it's a shame that the police here reduce themselves to arrest women why the men are committing the crime
let's not make it a gender thing. But go ahead. Let's not make it a gender thing.
I will make this a gender because the men are the ones collecting the money on gunpoint. These women are just at the junction. They know the driver. The drivers know them. They know how they run their businesses there. They understand themselves there. Maybe they saw the woman approaching the driver, of course, because the driver have been turning around, Madam Adikom. So this time she caught him and give me my own. Let's tell ourselves the truth.
But is it even if you're saying let's because I think I've seen that picture before along Iwofe St. John's Junction once again. But let's say that is the truth. The question I want to ask is, does that make it right? Is that the right thing to be done?
The question is, what is the Nigerian police doing today that is right? What are they doing that is right?
Securing your life, securing your property.
Police is like, I just want to stop people. Let me join there so that they don't stop me.
No. I disagree. I disagree, Zion. We've got very fantastic police officers. I've met a couple of them.
How many?
A couple
Please
of
don't
them.
just argue this line.
I met a couple of fantastic police officers.
Then I, Mr. Zion, put it to you that not one police is good.
No, I disagree. Now, I could call names. There's this wonderful woman at Choba Police Station. I could call names.
What is her name?
I just can't remember now. But my point...
Can we go to Choba Police Station now?
Okay.
Can we go there now and look public and say, look, I came for bail and I paid money. Can you go there and then tell you bail is free? One person is good. Why can't that one person sanitize all of Choba
All right.
Station?
Zion, I've got to go.
The truth is this.
Yeah.
For once, let's tell ourselves the truth. Those women are just a victim of a circumstance. All the police checkpoint in River State, they are collecting. In short, if you even post them, deploy them to other state, they will deploy themselves back.
All right. Zion, I've got to go.
Because of money and
All right, I've got to go, Zion. Zion, thank you. I've got Obed standing by. Obed is in Port Harcourt. Obed, welcome. What is on your mind?
Good afternoon, Kalada.
I greet you.
Kalada, I tell you, the arrest of those police officers, I think is a weapon development.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. Police, what police represent is for people to maintain the law. But you see police aiding people to disobey the law. Look at what they do in Rumokoro, I tell you. If you are coming from Rumokuta, instead of driver to go and turn roundabout, police is in one corner on that one way. Them collecting 100 naira for driver to turn against the traffic. And that's what those women, they do there at Rumokoro. I tell you, I know about 3 of them there. You understand?
Okay.
That's what they do. So when you're coming from one day, you're coming from a Bruta, instead of it to go turn roundabout, they stay there.
I think I've seen that at Rumokuta, the roundabout, as if you're going to coming from Rumola. I think I've seen that happen as well. Yeah.
Exactly. This is not a case of a vendetta. I tell you, it's what they do. For you to go and turn roundabout when coming from Obiapo, police will stay there and collect 100 naira for you to turn against the traffic. Go to Choba, the same thing. Instead of a road worker, a taxi, to go turn round as the road goes, go to the bridge and turn. There's a police van station right there at Choba, aiding drivers to turn against traffic. So this is the problem. There's no case of vendetta. But I think police should continue what they are doing because it's getting out of hand. It has feel extortion is now legalized in Nigeria. Yes. You see an old man on the road who is a police, who is old enough to be somebody's grandfather, collecting money and bringing change as if there's a transaction on the road.
It is a transaction. I've told you, it is a transaction. Anyways, Obed, thank you very much for your thoughts. I've got Enzo from Rumogba. Enzo, what is it like in Rumogba right now, talking police experience?
Kalada. I drove past UST Junction.
Okay, yeah.
And I was stopped by the police.
Okay.
They check my document. I always make sure my vehicle papers are up to date.
Okay.
I don't joke with it. I don't have that time to start begging police officers.
All right.
Or for me to give them the platform to extort money from me.
Okay.
They check my documents and allow me to go. But I get worried when someone called and said, is the police doing any right thing?
No, of course, I try to correct him. Go ahead.
Yeah, because whether we like it or not, if you say the police is not doing the right thing, all of us will not be on the streets of Nigeria.
I agree.
Or River State.
I agree.
If I drive on the road, I don't find a police checkpoint, I'll go back.
So Enzo, let me get you correctly. So you're saying that we need the checkpoints, right? We need the checkpoints.
I'm telling you, I would rather approach 1 zillion police checkpoints than one kidnapping checkpoint. And it's frustrating. Yeah, it's quite frustrating. I agree with you 100%. The hold up, call it extortion, whichever way. But for me, I would rather approach a zillion police checkpoints than one kidnapping checkpoint. Like a caller said, let the police not be professional. And we have bias in the police force. We can't just say the police force is bad. No. When people just condemn the police force in totality, it doesn't make sense. We have a lot of fantastic police officers.
And I agree.
They are doing their job and they will never collect bribe from you. Under no circumstance. I've seen a lot of them, and some of them have even rescued me in the shackles of crime. So when people come and give this blanket judgment against the police, I get worried.
All right.
Because without them, if the government should decide to deploy or take the police office or the security agents off the streets of River State, people are calling on this and will not in the streets of River State. They won't hide even in your house if you won't be safe. Please, so we're doing this blanket comment. Tell me a particular police officer is corrupt. Don't just come and say the police force is corrupt.
All right, then.
No.
All right.
But they should act professionally in discharging their duties on the streets of River State.
All right. Thank you, Enzo. All right.
Ridicule the Nigerian police force. You can ridicule an individual who is a police officer. But don't just come and tell me what is there anything the police is doing right? Like seriously?
Protecting you and your property, I told him.
I don't get it. And I'm on the road. I'm on my way now to Santamadi. If I'm driving, I don't see police on the street. You think I will not be bad at the danger? I can't be saying the police not doing something right.
All right, Enzo,
and you're walking on the street of River State. You are at home sleeping with your 2 eyes closed.
Enzo, I've got to go. I've got to go.
The Nigerian police force are really good to be who are trying to destroy the image of the Nigerian police force.
All right.
Good morning this evening.
All right. Good morning this evening to you as well. I like Enzo's thought patterns, but then I want to ask you: have you applied that route recently, the River State University roundabout? I do know there is a police station there, and usually the checkpoints. Are they as friendly as Enzo has described them? I'd like to hear from you. And by the way, I hope the Commissioner of Police is taking note of the places people are mentioning. River State University roundabout police station, the police personnel there are said to be friendly. Alioze from Rumigbo. Alioze, welcome. Welcome on the show. Let's get your thoughts, please.
Thank you, man of the people.
Alioze, welcome.
Man of the people, it's very, very important for us to be exercising particular purpose and objectives that Nigeria police were created. They were created with the sole purpose of providing security, helping to protect life and our properties. And I will not go on the argument that so many persons are bringing that none of police person is good. I have some of them who are very transparent, who has the integrity, who defend what the police force is actually meant for. But I have a problem. The problem I have with Nigeria police is the extracurricular activity. You are calling it a type.
I think I like your. I think I like your description. So I'm going to be using that going forward. Extracurricular activities. Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
As against what they are saddled with to do. Canada here in my area. If you are going from Rumigbo, IZ, going to Rumokoro, we have C for I. By this time, you will not see any of them coming out from that barrack. But Canada, immediately it is 7 o'clock. In this evening, just past there, they will not stop any private car, whether tinted or not, to start. Their interest is to stop all these mini keke bus and keke.
Sorry, where is it again? Where is it again? Where is it again? Rumigbo to where?
C for I.
Where is it located? Rumigbo to where?
Ruma Hall.
Or Ruma Hall. Oh, I know the
Yes,
place. Yeah,
before
Ruma Hall.
ICPS,
Yeah,
as if
okay.
they are going to Rumokolo.
Yeah, I know the place now, yeah.
So, at 6 o'clock in the morning, early morning, 6 a.m., you will see them, they will come out there and collect and do their extracurriculum activity. In the evening, they will come out there and do the same extracurriculum activity. So, it's appalling for me. Go to Echie Road. You will come from Chokoche before you get to Okehi. It is numerous, my brother. All these persons are doing the same extracurriculum activities, and we need to question this.
Right.
We should not, because of the bad eggs in the Nigeria police, and condemn everybody. So those persons who are doing these extracurriculum activities should be dealt with, punished, even expelled from the Nigeria police, so that it will serve as a deterrent to other people.
All right, thank you very much. Now, a new question just popped in my head, and I'm going to throw it out there, and I'd like to get your thoughts as well. Do you think it is possible for the police to flush out bad eggs, given how far this lethal issue spreads, especially in Rivers State? Now, I've just been told the number of checkpoints from Chokocho to, I don't know the other place he mentioned. He said it is littered with police checkpoints. But let's go to Hector, who is in Port Harcourt, and let's hear what he has to say. Hector, welcome. What is on your mind? Please tell me. I greet you.
Thank you. You see, any police commissioner that comes to Rivers State, at that first week or that beginning of early beginning of his stay in Rivers State, we try to have good news. Yesterday we had they arrested some policemen collecting offerings and tithes. This is not the first time that we are doing this. And after some time, even that same yesterday, do you know that they are still collecting the money?
Along where? Along where exactly?
Did you pass through Hada Judge road before that weekday half side?
No, I didn't get to that part yesterday. No.
Even now, just go from 7 or from 6-7. You will see them stationed there and collecting money. They never change. I don't think they will ever change. The pattern you have.
And that's the intelligence command also, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Okay, go ahead.
There is a police station.
I was asking if it is the intelligence, something about intelligence command or something like that.
There is a police station beside that intelligence command now, that particular unit.
Okay, all right.
They are sharing fence. There is a police station sharing fence with the particular unit now.
Oh, I didn't take note of it.
Police office now. There's a police station there. Those policemen collecting that money, they are from that police station. And I believe that their DPO is aware. Go to Zeba police station, you will see things. So it will never. I doubt it is very really possible to sweep out these corrupt or bad eggs from the police station, from the Nigerian police system. You know why? Because these people are still products of the Nigerian environment, the Nigerian society. When we talk about corruption is not just lying in the police, but it's in every sector. So it is really a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big problem.
All right.
It's not going to be possible.
Okay. All right, Hector, thank you. I've got Clinton, and after Clinton, who's calling from Bori, I would like to focus on messages. I've got tons of messages actually on their police experiences. Well, welcome, Clinton. What's on your mind? Please tell me.
Thank you, Kalada. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, I agree with some of your callers that say that we have some good eggs in the Nigerian police. I agree completely. But I would say that the bad eggs are more than the good eggs.
No, I don't think I agree with you. There is no scientific proof to that. So I'm okay not to agree with you.
That have the good eggs in the Nigerian police force?
Sorry?
Are there scientific proofs that have the good eggs?
I have personal experiences. Many police officers, not one, not two, a couple of police officers, and that's why I'm saying. I even experienced some last week Monday. So yet again, I've got wonderful experiences from some wonderful police officers.
We have some very professional police officers. We have them, but relatively, those that are good are very small compared to those that are bad.
Okay.
Going on the road now, Canada, they are those still collecting money from Popier to Trailer Park. We have police officers there collecting money from people.
As that now?
Are you even aware, Canada, that road safety officers are also collecting money?
I think I've heard and seen the allegations, but I've not confirmed it.
I have seen it severally. I have also seen the Nigerian Army collecting money on the road.
What road is that? Nigerian Army.
This our road, Ogoni Road, going to Port Harcourt. They are there collecting money. The only good thing that the late DPO did for us here in Bori, that he stopped all those police from stopping the road users, so they don't collect money from them again on these roads. But we should try and ensure that there is sanity in Nigerian police force. We love the police. Yes, some of them are very professional in discharge. I have them as friends. But there are bad ones that are bringing disrepute to the name of the police. And those ones should be checkmated and removed from the Nigerian police for even need be. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Clinton. Thank you for your thoughts there. Do I have messages on Facebook? On Facebook, Godwin Agon says, good afternoon, Kalada Korubat, but once again, happy new month. Concerning the matter of policing, it is a whole shenanigan in Rivers State. Rather, Rivers State Police Command has been subjected to extortation, corruption, and unprofessionalism, and now the police constables in Job extorting from drivers to load now in Rivers State. There is no difference between police and Agbero, so shameful. For now, Rivers State Checkpoint has now been free from, I don't get your messages, no punctuations, but thank you nonetheless. Didi Chimeze on Facebook says, good afternoon, just 3 days ago I was coming from Omok to Port Harcourt. Police stopped me, asked for papers, I gave them. After checking my papers, they requested for driver's license, I gave them, and they asked for receipt for the license. He kept me there for 2 hours. I'm sorry about your experience, but I couldn't help but laugh. Isaiah Solomon says, come in the morning from 6:30 to 7:30 and see how Rumokoro police harass motorists in front of their station. In fact, just conduct sampling, you will hear a lot. Okay, Rumokoro police station. I'm going there one of these days, and I'm going to check. We're going to have this conversation again. But Duma Lady Monday says, a very welcome development, but there is need for checkpoint, but the agency or officers managing it matters. This one says, this is where police at the checkpoint should use their brain, because the Oga in office will dodge his head. Ugu June Justice. All right. Thank you very much. But let's look at WhatsApp now. I've got a lot of messages on WhatsApp. Let's start with Mike is texting. Anonymous. Okay. This is, I have a picture and video clips of purported police officers in Mufti extorting a large sum of money from an innocent private vehicle driver. The police should release a complaint response line for citizens to easily and anonymously make complaints with evidence. There is a line, there is a police complaints channel. I think there's a mobile, I just can't remember. My phone is bad, sorry, so I do not have it before me, but there is that channel. Maybe one of these days I'll read it out on the show. This one says, good afternoon, Canada. You say, how? Okay, not for me, not for this particular conversation. This one says, the attitude of those officers at Rumokoro Junction always upset me anytime I am passing. The way they take the money is as if they gave you the money to keep for them. They also have one fair lady that also joined in collecting money. Ezekiel Isaiah, thank you. This one says, Igruta and Eka Road before First Market. That is an offering point. David is telling us where to go see offerings being taken. This one says, KB, some police officers hide on that flyover along Ado George by Uofe to collect money from bus drivers, mostly in the evening and Sunday morning. That, he said that, what's that? Okay, they are from the tactical unit, Mawe from Uofe. All right, thank you very much. This one says, good afternoon, Canada. Checkpoints cannot be ruled out in policing. However, only strategic places and adjoining routes be designated, while the police adhere to professionalism by carrying out stop and search without extorting motorists. For the arrested officers, they should be prosecuted publicly and allow the law to take its course, and this should be sustained to avoid them coming out for extortion and creating illegal checkpoints. Best in Port Harcourt. So it says, as long as we continue with 100% physical manning of our checkpoints by Nigerian police, offering and ties will not end. We should use technology for policing, 80% and 20% physical. Cosmos. Okay, Chuku Cosmos, thank you very much. And this one says, firstly, I commend the CP monitoring unit of the River State Command of the Nigerian Police. If this routine check is carried out, it will go a long way in fixing the excesses of police officers who mount roadblocks. I also will use this medium to call on the CP monitoring unit to checkmate those police officers that come out to take tithes and offerings every evening around Mountain of Fire, Industrial Gate or AIT Gate. Those men are from the Ozoaba police station. They should also closely check those police women collecting offerings and tithe in front of Genesis Fast Food by UST Roundabout. Thank you. Kiroma Owiye Michael from NTA Road. All right, this one says, it is their usual ritual. After the reassignment of a new CP, they will certainly come back to the road after some time. Godwin from Ajib by Ada George Road. Oh my. This one says, good day, Mr. Canada. The major problem the police are having is the DPO in all the police stations. Remember that all the police you see on the road, they are taxed to bring a specific amount to them. If you don't meet up the demand the next day, you will not be posted. Friday, I mean, I don't know if that's a fact. It's something we get to hear every now and then. But this one says, MPF is a nightmare. What the masses go through in the hands are unspeakable. I thought our NSAS will make them have a change of heart. I think our NPF should not mount roadblocks, but move around. If you visit their divisions, you PT that uniform. Agba Ugo from GRA. I do have a commercial, but I'm tempted to read so many messages because I've got many of it. When I do come back from my commercial break, I read some more. Please do stay tuned to 92.3 Nigeria Info.